In this video, I'm going to share with you why you haven't received a visitation from a passed over loved one. A few years ago, I was sitting at a bar in a restaurant having dinner and a couple drinks, having a conversation with this gentleman beside me. And he told me that there's no such thing as an afterlife because if there was, his mom, who crossed over years earlier, would have paid him a visitation by now. And for me, I lost my mom to cancer in 2013, 3 months before my son was born, and all I wanted was a visitation. And as a mama's boy, I did whatever I could to get that. I surrounded myself with shamans and people that could communicate with crossed over loved ones, and I did everything I could to open up my third eye. But it took me 7 years to receive the visitation that I always wanted because for so long I carried so much grief. My vibration was low, and when our loved ones cross over, they're in a state of high vibration. You think of it as a radio station, right? They're up here, and when we lose them, we're grieving, so we're down here in a lower state of vibration, and we want that connection to happen, but there's such a gap in between, it can't happen. I left my body in a Kundalini breathwork session, and I know what it's like to be on the other side. I felt so good I didn't want to come back to my body. In fact, the yoga instructor had to come up to me and start snapping in my face and telling me to come back, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going back. I just felt so good. So if you want to have a communication from a crossed over loved one, or at least increase your chances of having communication from a crossed over loved one, heal the pain in your heart, heal the grieving, understand that death is a natural cycle of life. People come, people go. They had their life experience. Start seeing your time with them as a positive, and the more you heal, the greater chance you will have of having that visitation. For me, 7 years later, I was in a state of high vibration when I finally got a visitation from my mom's soul, who was with the soul of my son. And since she passed away 3 months before my son was born, we got to have that experience as if we were all together. So do some healing. You'll increase your odds of having a visitation from a crossed over loved one. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.